The relationship between science and religion has been a long-standing and contentious issue, with many scientists seemingly attempting to persuade Christians that God is not real. At its core, this effort stems from a fundamental difference in the way scientists and Christians approach understanding the world. Scientists rely on empirical evidence in the scientific method to explain natural phenomena, whereas Christians base their beliefs on faith and the teachings of the Bible. One reason scientists may try to convince Christians that God is not real is that the concept of a divine creator can be seen as incompatible with the principles of science. The scientific method requires that hypotheses be testable, falsifiable, and based on observable evidence. The existence of God, however, is often considered to be beyond the realm of empirical testing, as it is a matter of faith rather than observable fact. This incompatibility can lead scientists to view religious beliefs as unscientific and even irrational. Another reason scientists may attempt to persuade Christians that God is not real is the perceived conflict between scientific theories and religious dogma. For example, the theory of evolution is widely accepted in the scientific community as the best explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. However, this theory is often at odds with the biblical account of creation, which describes God as the direct creator of all living things. By challenging the biblical account, scientists may be seen as attempting to undermine the authority of the Bible and the Christian faith as a whole. Furthermore, some scientists may view religion as a hindrance to scientific progress and critical thinking. They may argue that a belief in God can lead to a lack of curiosity and a decreased motivation to explore the natural world, as the answers to life's mysteries are seen as already being provided by faith. This perspective is often based on the idea that science and religion are mutually exclusive, and that a belief in one necessarily precludes a belief in the other. In addition, the historical relationship between science and Christianity has often been marked by conflict and tension. The persecution of scientists such as Galileo and Copernicus, who challenged the geocentric model of the universe, is often cited as an example of the opposition that scientists have faced from the religious establishment. This historical context can contribute to a perception among scientists that Christianity is inherently anti-scientific and that its beliefs must be challenged in order to advance human knowledge. It is also worth noting that some scientists may be motivated by a desire to promote a more rational and secular worldview. They may see religion as a relic of a bygone era, and believe that humanity would be better off without the influence of dogmatic thinking. This perspective is often based on the idea that science and reason are the only reliable paths to knowledge and understanding, and that religious beliefs are inherently superstition. However, it is also important to recognize that not all scientists are opposed to Christianity or religious beliefs in general. Many scientists are themselves Christians and see no conflict between their faith and their scientific work. They may argue that science and religion are complementary ways of understanding the world, with science providing a description of the natural world and religion providing a framework for moral and spiritual guidance. In conclusion, the efforts of scientists to convince Christians that God is not real are driven by a complex array of factors, including the perceived incompatibility between science and faith, the conflict between scientific theories and religious dogma, and the desire to promote a more rational and secular worldview. However, it is also important to recognize that this effort is not universal, and that many scientists and Christians are able to find common ground and a deeper understanding of the world through a combination of faith and reason. Ultimately, the relationship between science and Christianity will likely continue to be a contentious issue, with both sides seeking to promote their own understanding of the world and the human experience.